Hi guys, NCWQ here. I have y'all looking at EMSC, and we're just gonna look down EMSC real quick, and then I'm gonna go over USGS for earthquakes. There was a 5.6 earthquake in Kyushu, Japan today. It was 25 kilometers deep, and we'll go look where this earthquake occurred real quick. Guys, remember, please to like, subscribe, and to share the video. It helps me to get the video out to people. Also, hit that little bell icon, and you will be able to know when I go live and when I post a new video. Okay, so this is where the Kyushu earthquake has happened. If we look over here, that's the oceanic spreading rift. There, this is a divergent boundary. And this is the Eurasian Philippine plate here. So that plate runs down around this way. You can see the dark blue line here. That runs around this way. That is the plate boundary. So it's the Eurasian Philippine convergent boundary plate. Anyways, you guys, that's that earthquake. Now we'll head back. We're going to look at USGS for today. You can see there was a 5.2 earthquake, Katanning, Australia, which occurred last night. There was a 4.4, Pedro Bay, Alaska, which is up here in the blue. There was a 4.6, Calapata, Bolivia, which occurred over here. And I just lost it. There you go. I was trying to make it bigger. There you go. This one was in Bolivia. 5.3 Hindu Kush, Afghanistan, which is hitting where that other big earthquake hit. And that was a 5.2, 5.2, or 5.3. However, yesterday that earthquake that hit was a 5.7, and I did get a screenshot of it as it originally posted as a 7.2. Okay, so next earthquake that we look at was a 4.2, and this was North Cruise, U.S. Virgin Islands. So we can see that it was located over here along the plate boundary. Next earthquake was a 5.2, Palu, Indonesia. We can see we have a little bit of a swarm going on over here. Next earthquake was a 2.8, Yucatan, Alaska. This is also going along the boundary here. Let's see what that boundary is that runs through. So let's go over here on Google Earth. We can look and see that this runs along the North American Pacific Plate. So that is the North American Pacific Plate. Then there was a 2.5 within the same region. That was southern Alaska. The next one was a 3.9 in southern Ohio. I didn't know that southern Ohio was all the way out in the northwest, though. That seems to be a little bit of a problem, considering that that is on nearly the west coast. Huh, that is funny. I am so sorry. Let me get directions to this earthquake. Okay, it says southern Idaho. Am I looking at things wrong? Yeah, that says Idaho, and I'm thinking Utah. Okay, my eyes are off. Okay, the next earthquake was a Pacific Antarctic ridge for a 5.2. That is all the way down here near Antarctica. The next earthquake was a 2.6 in Texas. We can see that this is Mexico over here, and this is Texas on this side. The next one was a 2.7 southwest south-southwest of western Colorado. The next earthquake was a 4.9 north of Ascension Islands. So we can see where this is. Compared with the world, it is right out there near the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. The next earthquake was a 2.9, 12 kilometers north-northeast of Hamilton, Washington. That is all the way up here. Looks to be close to Canada. Oops. There we go. Canada's right here, and you have the earthquake right here. The next earthquake was a 4.3, and it was 23 kilometers southeast of Mazo Cruz, Peru. The next earthquake was a 2.5 in Ovando, Montana. That looks like Canada over here, so we have Montana right here. The next earthquake was a 2.6, 4 kilometers northeast of Prattville, California. We can see this is Nevada line right here, so this is going towards Nevada line. Next earthquake was a 2.6, Kodiak, Alaska, Kodiak Island region, Alaska. This is over here near where we have the subduction zone, but it's not close to the subduction zone, so don't worry too much. The next earthquake was a 4.8, Southern East Pacific Rise. Okay, let's back out and see where this is at. Up, all the way over here. This is the Pacific Rise. And over here, you have the Coso plate. Down here, you have another plate. Let's see what that plate is. We'll look on Google Earth. Okay, back out. Come down this way. Let's see what this plate is. That one is the Pacific Nazca plate. So this is the Pacific Nazca plate here. The next one was a 4.1, 254 kilometers east of Luvuka, Fiji. The next earthquake was a 3.7, Alaska Peninsula. It was occurring over here. This is subduction zone all the way over here. Next earthquake was a 2.9, and it was 3 kilometers east-southeast of Aromas, California. We can see that looks like it's along the San Andreas right there, which runs up this way. The next earthquake was a 5.3, 48 kilometers east-southeast of Palu, Indonesia, right where there is that swarm location. The next earthquake was a 4.8, 53 kilometers northwest of Poso, Indonesia, and that's also in the same swarm location. Next earthquake was a 3.8, New Mexico. All the way over here. It looks like there's 2 of them, so there should be one more. 1 second, you guys. I need some water. Next earthquake was a 3.2, Mona Passage. That is all the way down here by these lovely islands, the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. The next earthquake is a 4.3, 11 kilometers southeast of Payasgusta, Colombia. And you can see this says Santander there. Nothing major, just thought I'd mention the name. So I'm assuming that that is the region. Next, we have a 4.4 Fiji region. If y'all hear that, my house is creaking. One of these days, I swear the roof is going to fall in. The next earthquake was a 5.2, Hindu Kush region, Afghanistan, back here in that swarm location. Or same area where that big earthquake hit yesterday. They just don't have the other one on the map anymore. The next earthquake was a 4.4, Rota region, Northern Mariana Islands. You see this hitting in between these 2 smaller islands here. The next one was a 5.7, South Sandwich Islands region. Well, we seem to have some other quakes here. We had a 5.1 right after that. The next earthquake was a 4.6, 193 kilometers north of, I am not going to even try to pronounce that, Siglufjordur, Iceland. Okay, that's how I'm going to solve that one. Says over here, you got Iceland and you got Greenland. This is Iceland. And this is Greenland. Remember, Greenland's always bigger. Iceland is smaller. Greenland has ice and snow, and Iceland does not have ice and snow. Okay. I think we figured that one out now, but I had to learn that one a long time ago, and I thought that was interesting to learn. Okay, here's another one. I am not pronouncing this name either. 143 kilometers east of Fangale apostrophe Ounga, Tonga. Okay, so we can see this is over here on this line here. This is a subduction line. The next earthquake was a 4.9, South Sandwich Islands region. This is all the way out here in the Atlantic Ocean. But we also know that along this area there are volcanoes, so we'll show you that real quick. So this earthquake occurred out here. And this is where this earthquake would have occurred, right over here near these volcanoes. You can see where this is at, because you got the little dip there. So you have the little dip here, and then you come around the corner, so the earthquake occurred here. So it would have been on the SA-ST plate. Which is a South American Scotia plate. Okay, back to learning some more. Next earthquake was a 2.5, 25 kilometers west of Petrolia, California. And we can see that this is occurring. Hang on. We'll take a good look here. Whee. Okay, this is the Pacific Juan de Fuca plate right there. So we can see transform boundary as well. The next one was a 5.5 Kyushu, Japan. So we have another one here. Next one is a 4.8 Lombok, Lombok, Indonesia. Next one is 48 kilometers east of Nisho no Omati, Japan. Nishino Amato. Sorry, can't pronounce that one correctly. The next one was a 2.7, 10 kilometers northeast of the Kosoa Junction in California. That one was here. The next earthquake was a 4.9, 146 kilometers south-southwest of Munkar, Indonesia. And the next one was a 4.8, southern Yukon Territory, Canada. And let's look at, see if MSC has anything updated for now. So let's see, they've got Canada, and then there was a 4.1 to Argentina, a 2.1 Central California, a 3.2 south of Java, Indonesia, a 3.8 Sumbawa, Indonesia, a 3.8 Bali, Indonesia, a 3.1 North Island of New Zealand, 3.4 region Metropolitana, Chile, a 2.3 Turkey-Syria border, a 3.3 Lombok region, Indonesia, a 3.8 south of Bali, Indonesia, 2.2 Central Turkey, a 2.7 Puerto Rico, and a 3.5 Central Turkey. Okay, so that has been the update. I would like to take a minute and thank the people that have contributed on my fundraiser. I really, really appreciate you. And for the person who have sent me help through my PayPal, I appreciate you too. I am at $700 of my goal. If you can help me, it's really, really appreciated. I am adding on any amount through PayPal. I do have a link below my video for my fundraiser and for PayPal. Anything and everything that you send me will be added together till I reach the goal, the $3,000 goal. I have been looking at cars, used cars, as well as um, trying to figure out what I can do. If I do get up to the amount that I need, I will be getting the car into the shop and having the transmission done. I have been looking at used cars as well. I'm not seeing anything that I can buy that's in my price range. Um, so I am really, really hopeful that with y'all's help, I can get this fundraiser over and done with so that I can get back on the road again and get back to living life instead of being stranded in my home and worrying about how I'm going to get around and get things done. If y'all can help, I am very, very appreciative. Anyways, you guys, it's Sunday afternoon here. Um, I've had an interesting day, but I will talk about that later. Um, anyways, you guys, much love. God bless. Please keep your head high. And remember to take care of each other. Much love.